Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday. Friday, as Raven used to call it.
She probably still does. We just haven't seen her.
She was in the store not that long ago. I was like, hey, I
This is
haven't
what
seen
this
you.
is. This is what I'm dealing with right now.
The terrorist.
Yes.
Gotcha. So, what do we have to talk about today beyond you're at home with the terrorist? You're at home till what time?
I'm at home until because I'm here with Poppy. Poppy got her vaccine, so they won't let her go to school, and I don't like sticking her in the crate all day. So I'm home until probably about 11 or noon, probably noon, and then I'll be at the store.
But then you're also teaching class from like what, 1 to 4?
Then I'm going to be in the sew along, and we are going to be stitching pot o' gold. Is that how you say it?
Pot of gold. Pot of gold.
Yeah. So we're going to be stitching that out today.
So
worst camera angle ever.
Worst camera angle ever. I took a picture of you and Violet once. Like, I thought the picture was kind of cool because the angle made you guys look really tall behind the building, in front of buildings in New York, and you guys were so mad. You wanted me to do selfie magic and take a picture from like up here.
I'm in the guest room and it's really messy, but I think this is the better angle, right? But I'm leaning this on my laptop right now. That makes it.
You're working while you're working?
I'm working while I'm working, printing out packing slips. So, I don't know if I'm getting my happy stuff today or not. I don't get like shipping information for some stuff, and I think I'm getting some of it today though. So hopefully I'll get some today, and we'll start sending that out today and tomorrow. Fabric kits again aren't going to be ready. Some of them are going to be ready next week, and then the next batch will be ready the week after. But everyone should have their stuff in time for the sew along on the 21st. Yes. It's going to be amazing. You're going to have so much fun, and Miss Karen's going to walk you through everything. So I know I don't know. I've never done one before, so I'm kind of excited to see Karen do it for us.
Meaning you've never done a rope bowl, or I've
never done a rope bowl. I've always wanted to do one because they look so cool. And this one's even a little bit different because it has that. Oof, she's stepping on all my. If you get a wrinkled packing slip
with a dog print on it,
Poppy's.
It's
what?
With a dog print on it.
With dog print and drool, it could be me, but most likely it's going to be Poppy.
Is she grabbing something off the?
Yeah, probably. Anyhow,
Poppy has earned a stay of execution.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're friends again. She's sleeping, which means we're sleeping. You know how hard it, like, do you remember? I remember being young and like going out all night and then going to work. And like now, if I miss a day of sleep or I go to bed at like 2 and I get up, it like ruins me for days. I don't know if anyone can relate. Just can't handle it like I used to.
You never handled it that well.
I totally did. Well,
it's all relative.
Not as well as Patrick. But I mean, I could still like late nights. That was like, I was all about late nights. I used to say, I don't even know what it is.
The nighttime is the right time.
Yeah, I used to say nighttime is the right time.
Don't worry, I'll translate for you.
I couldn't even remember what I used to say, but I used to say that all the time. Nighttime is the right time for me.
You should show them Bella.
That is that, can you see it? It's so beautiful. That's, Holly did that for us. and she does like fabric art, and like I fell in love with that piece. That's Bella the donkey.
You
and
can
she's
barely
here.
see it, but
She's here to make our guests happy.
so so let's just I just got, I know we have some folks that are waiting for luminous lights. There was a delay in their shipping of the luminous lights. Like Daylight has a new invoicing system, and so we ordered the lights, and then the lights sat because their invoicing system essentially was telling them that we hadn't paid for it when we had already paid for them. So the luminous lights are here. A couple of you have waited like 2-3 weeks for your lights.
Oh, some of them have waited more than that, and we apologize.
Yeah, we apologize,
Patrick's
but
gonna be getting
those will
out.
go out today. I was thinking like early next week too. I'm going to talk about some of the leftover brother stuff. Although it's funny because it's like, as I look at stuff, we don't have that much leftover brother stuff.
We don't. And if you missed that sale, if you're new to A1, Home of the Amazing Deals, we'll do another one. Like we get that discount a couple times a year, maybe like 2 or 3 times a year. And so we always love passing that off to you because, I mean, you know, we get it. Like that stuff's expensive. I mean, I wait to get my extra discount off my wholesale. So I totally get that. And so we'll let you know when the next sales. You haven't missed anything. We will take care of you.
That said,
I take care of you.
I did have a couple people ask about the pricing on the daylights, and yeah, we had extended the pricing on the luminous, but that's kind of over. The new pricing to the daylights are in effect, and I need to sit down and update the pricing that we have listed at our registers and stuff like that, but our 2024 pricing is live, and so we are there. Several of you are waiting for 5x7 hoops, PR playbooks, 10 thread spool stands. Like I think
we haven't forgotten you.
I think I was short a sleeve frame or 2. Those are still coming.
I'm waiting for my playbook.
So you know, we will do our best, but we're just waiting for those items to ship from Brother. The guys were here really early this morning. Our pickup area is full. So if you have a machine that they have texted you about or called you about, it would be really appreciated if you guys can come pick them up. We're running out of room. And it's just been super busy in service. I'm going to stick with that. You know, we're between 2 to 3 weeks situation, but I think we may kind of get things caught up over the next couple of days. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days as
Patrick's
the guys get to
not
work.
going to be here. Well, Patrick will be here tomorrow, and then he's over and out.
Yeah, so, I'm here until 3 tomorrow, and then I'm going to leave to go to the airport, and then I'm back Monday evening. So I'll be here in the store every day we're open, but I'm in
Patrick
Salt Lake City.
Vacation. This is like his first time away from me since other than like
I can't wait
stuff. What did you say?
I'm kidding.
What did you say?
I said I can't wait. No. Oh my God. Just being responsible for myself for 2 days. That is a vacation.
Yeah, but you really won't be because you're going to be running around with the kids.
I'm running around with the kids.
You won't be responsible for me. And who's going to make me coffee?
You are.
Starbucks?
Something tells me you'll take the dogs for a walk down to Walden's.
Yeah, no, that won't happen.
Oh, why not?
Happy.
See, that's why you need me to make that stuff happen.
Yeah.
So
she's still reactive on I'm that crazy person. I'm that person you see with the crazy dog that's like so embarrassed with like there's nothing I can do.
I'm beyond embarrassment at this point. I'm just like, I just give them a warning if she's, but you can also kind of like warm her up and let her know that she's going to get corrected and then she's better.
Yeah.
But you haven't really like, you've had a lot going on. You haven't really walked the dogs a whole lot over the last 6 months. So, and she may very well be different with you than she is with me.
If you ordered a hot gold kit, we ran out and we're cutting more. So they're being cut today, and then I'm the assembly line. So I will be watching Love on the Spectrum or a show like that, and then putting them all together in my happy space. Dun, dun, dun.
Carolyn asked if we had the sketch. I think you're talking about the sketch, not the sketch, but we do have a sketch in the store. We sold out of the sketches that we had, and I've ordered more. So like early to middle of next week, I'll have more. But I was one short on the people that called or ordered online. But they've already been ordered, so they're coming.
I gotta shut that door at the mangy mutt.
Wait, what?
I gotta shut that door so everyone's not listening to her barking. Here we go.
Any news on Hello Sunshine kits?
Yes! The fabric's all cut. Actually, Lori and I were looking at it yesterday going, I think we're ready. Embellishments, we have to assemble. So I think they might be ready at the end of next week. You're not going to see them online. They're all taken. And if we need to, I think I might be able to cut. I got to see if I can get more yardage of the order fabric. I might be able to cut 15 more kits. So these aren't going online.
Let's talk Skitch for just 1 second. So Shelly asked the question, have you decided on Skitch shipping? I mean, the reality is Brother is shipping these directly with no shipping. So
We're
are
shipping
we.
for free.
I've had several people reach out and go, well, what about a super special A1 deal? There is no super special A1 deal on the Skitch. You'll get a lot more support from us on the Skitch than you will if you buy them anywhere else. But the reality is we make like $0 when we sell this.
Since we have to start making some money.
Yeah, Jeannie and I have been talking about that, and I'm like for the time and the effort and everything that goes into what we're doing, there's some stuff that has to become more expensive. Like we did have the increase to our charges in service last fall, but yeah, the reality is you go anywhere else and you've got people that are brand new or have no experience or don't know what they're doing. Keeping people employed at the store for 8 years or more, that costs something. And what you receive as a result is experience. So
we try to keep it competitive. And we try
and volume is our friend. Like that's the only reason we make money.
Yes, it's okay.
So, Trish asked, do the dogs actually walk you? Not me, not so much, but
they don't walk me. I mean, I really thought, so when we got our dogs, they got trained on a pinch collar, and I thought that was cruel. I was really resistant to using it. But I use them because they control the pressure. So, and it's safer for them and for me because they're strong. My dogs are strong, and like
little
I can walk
50-pound Poppy can drag Jeannie along the street
with just one hand when they're on the pinch because they know and they don't pull. So, I walk the dogs, but Poppy does get a little crazy on the end of her lead. I just
take her off the lead. She's like totally fine. It's the weirdest
she's
thing.
great off lead, super friendly, doesn't bark, wants to play.
Hold me back.
Yes.
That's
yeah, we have one of those.
Cheryl asks,
as long as you're not 8 years or younger.
Yeah, Poppy's a little reactive to little people, not just little kids, but
Patrick,
people on
stop.
I'm just saying that, like, it's not a comment on anything but the fact that the dog reacts. Cheryl asks, are you going to do anything with the sublimation printer? I have the sublimation printer. I've sold a handful of the sublimation printers. I'm kind of torn on a lot of that product. Like, the reality is, like, the sublimation printer and the Skitch, and this is not a woe is me, but we don't make any money. So there's really not a lot of incentive for us to do a whole lot with them. Michelle actually wanted a sublimation printer. I had a couple of individuals that reached out that wanted the sublimation printer. So I ordered enough to fill those orders. I'll probably keep one or two in stock. You know, we'll have it on the website. But it is, I would not expect to see a lot of content from us around the sublimation printer. The Skitch is one where I think we'll create some content, because I actually feel like a lot of the existing content out there for the Skitch is, I won't say inaccurate, I'll say it's misleading. So I think
information. There's definitely some misinformation.
There's a little bit of misinformation, but like, I feel like it's almost like people miss the point of the Skitch. And so there's some really, really cool stuff. And quite frankly, when Michelle was talking about how it'd be a great machine for a kid, I hadn't really considered that. But the reality is it's a much, much simpler machine than a combination machine or the other existing 4x4 machines. And I think that interface on the on an iPad or a phone or through the app is one that the kids would do well with. So, do we call the store to order the Skitch? You can actually order them right on the website. They're on the promotions page. And
but theirs won't ship until we get it next week, right?
Yeah, I would say, sometime between Tuesday and Thursday is when I would expect that order to arrive. But yeah, you can order it right on the website. Maybe miss the point because of the misinformation about it that is out there. It's funny. I feel like I talked about it a lot, and we don't need to go back into it. If you're lost as to what we're talking about, I'd encourage you to watch the Skitch video. I think the Skitch video was good. We rewatched it a second time, and at the end, Jeannie and I were both kind of like, that was great. Like, there's a lot of really good information in there and a lot of practical information. And Jeannie was like, you got to change the title. So I think the title is like, you want the real lowdown on the Skitch, get it here. My biggest concern about the Skitch was every phone call I got about the Skitch when the machine was launched and like the initial information went out. It was like people would call and I'd give them enough information about the Skitch, and almost every single one of them was like, oh, I didn't understand that, or I didn't see that, or I didn't know that. And almost everybody wanted it because it was cute. And so, it's funny, as I look at the Skitch and its orientation, its orientation is 90 degrees to a normal machine's orientation. Like, I look at that and I'm like, man, that was something I hadn't considered until I was actually sitting right next to the Skitch. It takes up no room. So it is really very, very cool from a space standpoint too. Like, for somebody like that use case scenario, like travel machine, small space, RV, it is really cool. And
Free
like
arm.
for
Free arm.
yeah, for
Free
those
arm.
of you who like go camping with the kids over the summer, like how cool would it be to sit down? You know, these are low draw machines. They don't take a lot of power. How cool would it be to sit down plugged into the generator or plugged into the bank and do a custom little project with the grandkids or with the kids? Like it's cool for that purpose. And it's the only machine that would work for that purpose with that ability in the in Artspira. We did have a comment on that video, and we haven't. This is more of an Artspira comment than it is a sketch comment, but paid Artspira customers get design center like digitization. So you can take a picture and create a design much the same way that you would in the Stellaire machines, the Altair Meridian, the Luminaire, the Solaris, and the coolest thing is you get that functionality behind the paywall in Artspira. Actually, hey Michelle, is the like kind of design center like feature in Artspira that's behind the paywall, right?
No, not all of them.
But is most of it behind the
No,
paywall?
2 of them are free, and one of them, which is more a more advanced part of design, is behind the paywall.
So what Michelle was saying was some of it is like if you break it down into like 3 separate areas of digitization,
All the basic stuff is
the
free.
basic stuff is free, but there's like the most advanced part of it is behind the paywall. But that said, somebody made the comment on our video that they had taken a picture and created a design out of it, and that, you know, for a $500 machine, that's unheard of. So, but that's true on any of the Artspira machines. So anywho, we can move on from the sketch. So is it just an embroidery machine, or does it do general sewing as well? It is not a combination machine. It is just an embroidery machine. So
With a 4x4 hoop, just an embroidery machine with a 4x4 hoop and a free arm.
but once again, watch the video. There's like a 50-minute video that really covers what's in the box and what it does and who it's for and who it's not for. And but Artspira opens up a whole new world with these wirelessly enabled machines. So there are, like, you could get you know, a 4x4 combination machine still has access to Artspira because it's wireless. So anyways, watch the video if you have other questions or something like that. Could you and Michelle do a demo video on the sublimation printer? Michelle and I will have that conversation. There's a lot of information out there on the sublimation printer. So
I mean, it might be nice to just do like an unboxing and, like, you know, I think what was so great about what you and Michelle did is, like, Michelle had so much pertinent information that I didn't see out there. Like, Michelle, like, really, really made that. Like I said, I think there was a lot of misinformation when Michelle, like, presented the sketch. It just brought to light all the great things about that I didn't even know about. I was watching videos and going, oh, I'm not sure about this. And when Michelle, you know, she can pull from her wealth of knowledge and her experience. And so I thought it was so great. I'm sure she would do the same for the sublimation printer.
Well, and I think with especially with the Artspira stuff, like, Michelle's putting a lot of time and energy into Artspira. It's that additional content, like in the Artspira driven machines, that set what she does apart as well. Carolyn, I will put you in special orders for the sketch, and I'll call you when the additional sketches arrive. So, do we have much to talk about beyond what we've talked about so far, Jeannie? Anything else you want to let the customers know before we end?
No, I mean, I'll be there this afternoon. If for ever any reason you try to get into, well, this is going to be a live feed. Is it a live feed or is it a Zoom? I don't even know what it is.
This is your.
It's
This
a
is your.
Zoom. It's a Zoom. It's a Zoom. Yeah. If ever.
No, don't you live feed the digital dealer stuff, or did we get in trouble for that?
No, we can live feed it. Yeah, we can live feed. We can't live feed events or record events and put that
And
content
then put it out.
on.
So okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
so
private.
let's do it as a live feed then.
No, it's a Zoom. I'm gonna leave it.
I think you should
What?
live feed it.
So it's a Zoom. If you haven't, number one, gotten the Zoom information and you need it, don't email me at this point because, well, you could right now because I'm checking my email.
But don't you
But,
put these on Facebook or on YouTube, Jeannie?
Yeah, we put them on. We put them on afterwards.
Yeah, but then I would do it as just a live stream because then everybody isn't in like a little box. You know what I mean? Like some people may not be excited about that content posted to YouTube. Like when you were doing them at the house, you were doing them as a live stream.
I spotlight our video, so it's not like they're seeing everyone, unless I spotlight them. They're just seeing what I'm doing. They're not seeing everyone in the little box. It's not Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like that because I like looking at you when I'm teaching because I want to know if you're crying so I can help you. And a lot of people, they don't put their camera on. And I don't like, my camera's broken on my laptop. It has been. So, I like the Zoom because I like interact with them a little bit more. They can ask questions and stuff like that. Not that you can't in our live feeds.
So Shelly was just
videos.
saying that you've been live feeding them. You've been live feeding them, Jeannie. I don't think you've been Zooming.
What?
You've been live feeding them.
No, we haven't. These have all they've always been Zoom classes. Yeah, the digital dealer have always. I mean, I can go back and look at our, because like last year I created all of them and I put everyone in all of the classes. I put them in all of the classes for the year because Alice was like, how am I going to remember? I was like, we'll send you an invitation. Because I actually would put you in every single, I'm not doing that this year. I'm putting you in the class as we go. We can talk about it. Like we could revisit that. And if it makes more sense to do them as a live feed, I mean, we could do that. That's easier for us. It's less work for us because we don't have to send out invitations.
It's the one with me and Michelle.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't have a lot to talk about. I feel good. I feel good. Da, 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 da. So I plan on filming this weekend, but I don't know how much I'll be able to get done because I have crazy dogs. I feel like I have 2-year-olds that run really fast and destroy stuff. Oh, Michelle's got a class this morning, so people should be getting ready for that. She's got her rhinestone starter class, and I've had a lot of people sign up for her multi-needle class as well as the motifs class. I think we're almost full on that motifs class. So if there's ever a class that you want to get into and it fills up, email me because sometimes we'll just add another couple of people. If you are trying to get into this, we did Stitch Delight yesterday. I don't know who was
Several
in that,
people have commented that it was super fun.
We had such a good time. We had such a good time. It was so funny because, and as we did it, because I haven't taught it since 2021, Steph was coming back to me. Sunella asked me for a hint, and I was like, oh, you can do this. I remembered a way to kind of trick the machine. And she was like, well, why didn't you tell me earlier? Like, I didn't remember. So, but we had a really good time. If you wanted, because you know what? It's 6 classes that I'm doing is a lot. It gets kind of exhausting, and I get bored. I want to teach something else.
Everybody's
So
like, it was awesome. It was great. I love the class. It was so much fun.
I don't think I'm going to teach. I'm not going to do any more sessions.
Several people
So
said they did not cry.
Nobody cried. And I was mean. I was like, you better keep up. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. I don't do that. Don't be scared. I'm very gentle. If you want to be in one of the remaining Stitch to Lights sessions, email me, because we might just up the numbers just a little bit, because I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to move on to something else. I mean, I'll do it again, but it might not be till like next year, because come on, there's so much fun stuff to do.
So Stephanie Meyer is saying that she got the pot of gold kit, but she never bought the design.
Buy it right now. I'll send it to you.
So buy the design online. Look up pot of gold and buy the design online.
And I'll be looking for your order.
Jeannie will send it to you so you could join this afternoon.
Yeah, everything seems like it's all like yesterday afternoon. I looked and they had allocated all the designs, so everyone should be good with your design. And if ever there's something you need urgently, like you send me an email, but you don't get your Zoom for the class, like call the store so we can. There's nothing that breaks my heart more than when do it. So if you didn't get something you're supposed to get, call the store. You're never a bother. You are never a bother. We want you to get everything you're supposed to get.
Jeannie, do you know what is the smallest hoop that could be used on the mini quilts for February?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do something. And okay. So I want to say the biggest blocks were 6.5 by 6.5. If you do the quilting, you do not have to do the quilting. You do not have to do the background quilting. And then you're going to be in a 6. You could do it in a 6 by 6 or 6 by 10. If you do the quilting, bumps you out of that 6 by 10 hoop, and you've got to move up in size. So, but just don't do the quilting, and you can still do it with us, right? Right? Who needs silly quilting? You don't need that. It does look really cute, though. It was really cute. Had like hearts and like love. Made me feel all romantic for Patrick.
Rolo, a duster is a good duster for your machines. Just like a simple feather duster, or wipe them down. We use shop towels here. We did not figure out a giveaway, so it's a big surprise giveaway.
Yeah.
And
we'll do something fun.
So, with that in mind, did we have a question, Jeannie?
My mind is blank. My mind is blank.
We've been pretty tired. We've been working pretty hard.
That's just the constant in our life, and that's okay. Yeah, let's just give something away. We'll do something fun, and then maybe we can revisit, and we'll come up, maybe, you know what, Patrick? I have a task for you for the airplane ride. Why don't you brainstorm some questions of the week?
We still have a whole list we haven't asked.
Okay, but you can also brainstorm on the airplane. Don't you think that would be great?
We're now like 280 people short of 5,000.
That's crazy, because were we like 1,000 people short
of 5,000?
No, 1,000.
No. When I started the push for 5,000 followers, we were like at 4,500. We're now at like 4,717 or something.
I still can't believe like
that
like
many
a
people want to
celebrity
listen to us.
Who have like 21 million followers.
Yeah, what do you
Even
need to do to get 21 million followers?
I think even like TV villains have like millions of followers.
Who's a TV villain? Like, you mean like reality show TV villains?
Sure. Or even like when people get onto reality shows like Survivor. I love
Oh my
Survivor.
God.
They get millions of subscribers. I was like the people from Love on the Spectrum, they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Oh my God.
Like the
Jeannie
cute
made
little
me
boy from
watch a
South
whole
Carolina.
season of Love on the Spectrum.
I
this
just love
weekend.
that show. Everyone, you know what that tells me? Everyone needs love. Everyone needs
It's
love,
such a
and everyone
wholesome show.
deserves love.
I burn out on
right?
it pretty fast, though. I'm like, I can't watch this. The secondhand embarrassment is.
Patrick, no, we watched it, and it was.
I mean, it's always sweet, but you know. So it appears that Jeannie just, or oh, maybe Michelle. Did you just end my meeting, Michelle? So, so that was an abrupt end to the meeting, but so in any case, that is the end of our live stream today. Jeannie loves Love on the Spectrum. We don't have a question for you. So the way the giveaway works is we give something away every Tuesday. We will give it away with a random comment picker. In order to take part of that giveaway, you need to actually answer the question below. After we are done, we have no questions. So say hello or say something, and we'll give away a couple of great things on Tuesday. Michelle, the sublimation printer is $399.99. That's going to be our price as well. I think it'll probably ship for free. Once again, a product I brought enough in to fulfill the orders that people were interested in. I did not bring more than that in, but so if you did order one, I'd have one like early next week. So in any case, we are going to get going. Have a great day. Make something awesome. I'll tell Jeannie I'll say goodbye. We'll talk.